Oh man, this is gonna be a doozy. I can feel the hate comments coming already. Alright, so you read the title. Now, before you leave your hate comment, if you don't agree with me already, then just hear me out. I'm going to bring up 2 points, 2 main points that inspired me to make this video. I am so tired of dying in dungeons. Time walking is the worst. This is because people hop on their level 10 Fury Warriors and go tank dungeons. And then they gotta go and overpull everything because they think, oh, I can just take out anything. This has happened several times this past week. And sometimes it's not that simple. Sometimes you don't hold aggro, and sometimes the group dies. And sometimes the healer dies. And that's not a good thing. It's not. I don't know if you know that, but it's not a good thing. The excuse is, oh, but we've been doing these dungeons for years now. We just need to level as fast as possible. Well, you know what? I gotta tell you something. There's new people who join this game every day for the first time, and that run may be their first time in their dungeon, and they may not know what to do, what's going on, especially if they're playing a healer class. And your obsessive need to just run and pull everything and complete it as fast as possible because I gotta level up as fast as possible is turning players away. It gives a very bad rap for new players who are just getting into the game. So, just as my friend Michael Jordan would say,
stop it. Get some help.
And you know what? People are also dying in the holiday dungeons. The holiday dungeons, bro. One boss. But you know what? People are dying. You know why? Because you're not doing your job. Some people queue ass tanks and they're in DPS spec expecting, oh, I'm just gonna wipe them out because it's only one boss. And then the group wipes. Ever since the level squash in Shadowlands, they've made it much easier to level, much faster. And I don't think that's a fault of the player base, it's a fault on Blizzard. Because either they haven't yet figured out how to scale the damage as per level, as you level up, or they refuse to. And this is what causes this issue. If you're a veteran player, I'd say 10 years plus, which is myself, I'm currently at 13, then I understand the need to just level up a character for whatever reason, get him to max level as fast as possible, but you need to slow down. You need to stop queuing in the tank and healing role and not doing that job. You are part of the problem. And then what happens when you wipe? The healer gets blamed, if not it's the DPS, but who cares? DPS are expendable. And that is exactly why there's a shortage of healers and tanks. It's exactly why everyone wants to play DPS class and no one wants to tank. Because when mistakes happen, instead of, hey guys, this is what happened, this is where it went wrong, let's do better. Instead of doing that, you blame the person and then you kick them out. When it could have entirely been not their fault. Maybe, just maybe you overpulled a mob and the healer got stunned. And just couldn't heal and you died and now you kicked him out because you are a sucky tank. Now that person has a bad experience as a healer and just starts rolling DPS all the time. Never touching healer again because of that bad experience. Because you couldn't tank properly. And I don't understand the need to rush time walking. I really don't. Max levels, 80s, are the worst at this. They just want to get it done and over with. Why? So you can earn up your 3 options in the vault and then get mad on Tuesday when everything is below what you have or you didn't get that trinket you need. So now you're going to go on the Reddit forums and yell and scream at Blizzard for this. Meanwhile, you ruined everyone else's time in those 5 dungeons you needed for time walking. Congratulations. I hope you're happy. The point of a video game, any video game, is to get away from society, from real life. A small amount of time in our lives where we can just leave the struggles of daily life alone and just play a game and have fun. And this issue with rushing through dungeons is killing that fun. I wanted to bring this up. I saw this post on a World of Warcraft group on Facebook. Let's read this together. My friend and I were doing time walking, loaded into Blood Maw slag mines. The tank instantly pulled everything to the just before the first boss. So basically, he pulled all the ads up to the first boss, from the beginning of the dungeon to the first boss. The tank had no problem surviving, but it made for a frustrating couple of minutes as everyone was silenced and feared repeatedly from the stacked mobs. We killed the boss, no problem. That's good. The boss is down. You got your loot. Move on to the next boss, right? No. Within 30 seconds of this boss dying, a kick vote was started for my friend as AFK. They had been taking that 30 seconds to start looking for a new piece of gear they got. They're still relatively new, and it was a big upgrade for them. Before I even had time to process the vote is happening, it passed and my friend was removed. I told them the person was still playing and asked why they were removed. Why wouldn't they remove someone who was still actively playing, and got no response? If you do this, you're part of the problem. And I hope that your pillow is warm on both sides tonight. This is what I mean when I say people kill the fun in the game. There's a chance that that person may have very well quit that game, didn't want anything to do with it because of that group. Patience. Look into it. It's good for you. And I know the argument, oh, you want harder dungeons, just go play classic. No. I shouldn't have to download a completely separate game or version of the game, if you will. Okay, start over just to have fun back in the game. That's a stupid argument. That's what that is. And that's what makes this game unfun. The people, the community, the player base. So all I can say is do whatever makes the game fun for you. And until then, I'll see you next time.